The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 4. If you haven't seen it, spoiler warning, spoilers ahead. Jumping straight into he challenges. I was like, wait a minute, bro. That little 1'2" adorable your son Grogu is not, boy can't even speak fully yet. All right, at least our language, because he could speak through the Force. Was that a different language they were speaking? I'm getting sidetracked. Chill. All right, how is he gonna fight this kid? And then I hate them words because my boy Force jump said pop, pop, and then pop, 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 pop with the paintball. Obviously, when they said darts, I wasn't thinking like darts, like they're gonna stab, but I was thinking like little metal darts or something. But it was paintball. My boy's grouping with them. I was like, okay. That Force jump, first things first, that's some straight Yoda moves right there. I don't know if that's something to do with their species, but homeboy said pop, pop, and then grouped it. And I was like, okay. My boy gifted, son. I feel bad for the little homie. When he gets his little thing, he has like that PTSD flashback to the demise of the Jedi Order, to the murder of all the younglings. I think it was super cool of them to bring back Jar Jar in his ultimate form as Kelleran Beck. Like, that was dope. 100% like that. I don't know a whole lot about that specific Jedi. I just do know that his nickname was the Saber's Hand, because homeboy with sabers was a monster, like a beast with it, and that he was literally like in charge. Like, he was supervised Padawans. That was his job, to protect Padawans and stuff like that. He was the principal, or what is it, like in private school? It's not a principal, it's a dean. Is it a dean? But it was cool to see him go to work with it. It made me have more questions, really, not just about his character, but more so because I would feel like his character made it or still alive. Maybe he returned after getting Grogu to safety to try to save or help more Padawans and then perished. Possibly he was willing to leave everything behind to save this one little baby. Why is this species so important? Is it one of those reverse Siths where there could only be two, where in this species they are born of the Force when needed to balance it? This is not originally my entire idea. The homie Garrett, if you watch this, appreciate it, shout out to you. He brought it up and we started going on a rant with it. So it made, but we were thinking like, okay, dude, you were willing to let others die to save this little dude. But then you can see like Grogu being the ultimate Jedi Mando combination or something. That'd be cool. And get him his own show. Is that what we're doing here? Or you couldn't even jump like 300 years because he's gonna be still in his prime, and that way you can avoid all the shenanigans of everything else and just jump to. So y'all remember was it the first episode we got that space giant space crocodile, and in this one we got a giant space dragon. So my thing is one, why do they always gotta pick planets with big ass monsters on them? Like, they love, you know what, they love the challenge, but still, sweet Jesus. Secondly, that climb, I was like, cool, they were doing all this climbing for nothing. As soon as they got up there, Bo was like, mijo, he's my son, where is he? Tra-ta-ta-ta, making noise and shit. I was like, bro, the whole point of the climb was to be stealthy, my boy. And they immediately had to take off. I was like, okay, so that whole climb was a waste of my time, your time, and our effort here, sir. And then that space crocodile, well, a different one, because that one got blown to smithereens. A separate, different space crocodile ate it up. And I was like, bro, this planet is y'all need to pick chiller planets, my boy, for your own safety. Sweet Jesus. Pause all. I feel like I said it right the first time. I apologize. Anyways, he be acting sus sometimes, bro. Like, I can't be trusting him. Like, I want to, because he's part of the Mandalorian. He's part of the crew. He's part of the creed. And, like, you know, he seems legit. He doesn't seem too legit to quit. You know, like, he's going to cause problems later. Like, he's going to be the character that is going to be like, F it, this is not the way, and betray folk and cause a whole situation. I love the fact that Bo-Katan is, like, being converted to this is the way. She loves being included. She loves the fact that, like, you're in, so you're one of us. You family. We care about you. Like, when they're at the fireplace, it's like, how do you eat without removing your helmet? It's like, you go to a place that you're alone and no one can see you, and you eat. And I was like, man, that sounds lonely as shit. Homeboy was like, no. You're the party leader. You get the honor of staying by the fire. And you couldn't see her face, but you know she was like, this is my people, man. I love them, man. The way they're vibing with me and shit. That being said, I want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. How do you feel about the show so far? But stick with me. I love you. Until next time, stay safe, be well. Con mucho amor. Adios.